Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here with a book review for you. So it's been a minute since I've done just a one book dedicated book review, but I felt like this book needs to have this talked about because no one is talking about this book. So the book I am referring to is For the Killing of Kings by Howard Andrew Jones. Now, this fantasy book is not necessarily anything wholly original, but it is very well executed. So I'm going to send it to VoiceOver Shay to give you a description of this book. For the Killing of Kings is the first in a new fantasy trilogy by Howard Andrew Jones. Their peace was a fragile thing, but it had endured for 7 years, mostly because the people of Darasus and the king of the Naur hordes believed his doom was foretold upon the edge of the great sword hung in the Hall of Champions. Unruly Naur clans might raid across the border, but the king himself would never lead his people to war so long as the blade remained in the hands of his enemies. When Squire Elenai's aging mentor uncovers evidence that the sword in their hall is a forgery, she's forced to flee Darasus for her life. Her only ally, the reckless, disillusioned Kirkinal, the archer. Framed for murder and treason, pursued by the greatest heroes of the realm, they race to recover the real sword, only to stumble into a conspiracy that leads all the way back to Darasan Queen and her secretive advisors. They must find a way to clear their names and set things right, all while dodging friends determined to kill them, and the Naur hordes invading at last with a new and deadly weapon. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here, and what I wanted to share with you is my thoughts. So I thought that this book was very well executed. The writing style is definitely up my alley. Everything was very clear and concise. There were a few moments where getting the information about the magic system in the world had to get a little bit info dumpy because you were missing too much information. But the info dump sections are very short, so it's just like one chapter kind of about 70-ish pages through, and then about halfway through. So there's only really two that really kind of stood out to me in the info dumpy areas, but these characters were very well fleshed out. I felt like the story flowed very nicely. I ended up really enjoying my read of this. I was surprised that no one's been talking about it. But if I had to pick a favorite character at this point, that's definitely Kirkinal. Kirkinal is our salty, mad at the world mentor, and for whatever reason that is just a trope in a character that I love. I love me a salty mentor who's just gonna be sarcastic and snarky and fun, but they tell you what you need to know. It's fantastic. Those are the kind of mentors that I thrive for in fantasy. I do feel like Elenai did a really great job being our female heroine. She was strong, she was smart, she was intelligent, and she caught on to things super fast so that even if she was out of the loop for a minute, she didn't stay out of the loop for long. And for that, I really think more people need to be reading and talking about this book. So I gave it a solid 4 stars. This is a fantastic start to a series. Definitely check this one out. Highly recommend. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.